I was sleeping in my bed with my daughter, and I was awakened by 12-ish, 10 to 12, I would say, men. I think there was one woman in my bedroom going, hands up, are you Chris Williams? And I said, no, I'm not Chris Williams, and you were here last month and asked my husband if Chris Williams lived here, and he said no, and our landlord confirmed that Chris Williams doesn't live here, and there they are in my bedroom, armed marshals. Well, I was like, what is happening? Is this real? She was also woken up by them, and she had her hands up when they were hands up, and which is just sad. And then got worse when they didn't just leave when they realized that this wasn't Chris Williams' house, but like took us downstairs and held us in a room for almost an hour. And every time I asked a question, they said they were going to arrest me. I think they were looking for some kind of justification for having entered the house because they were tearing through cabinets and the bread box. Like what? Obviously, Chris Williams isn't in the bread box, so I don't know if they were looking for something to incriminate us or what they were doing, but that's the question.
You mentioned that they had been here earlier. What happened that time?
It was on November 7th, and I was at school that day, but my husband had sent me a picture that he took of the marshals, and I assume they were marshals. We don't actually have that confirmed, but it's pretty likely. They came, and he was outside and said, is this Chris Williams' house? No, he doesn't live here. I'm not Chris Williams. He asked them if they wanted to come inside and check. They said no. My husband gave them the landlord's phone number. They called the landlord, who said no. He was evicted. He moved, I think, to Canton. It wasn't just a mistake. It was also, they had already confirmed that he didn't live here. They came back. They did no homework at all, because I can find Chris Williams' history on the internet. I can Google better than they can, apparently. And not only that, but they didn't just say, my bad, this was clearly the wrong house, and leave. They held us and threatened me and just like cursed at me, and it was very belittling in front of my 3-year-old. Why would you do that? You know, what if I had a gun, and I'd just been woken up? You know, what if I was a different person and had that instinct to grab the gun and shoot? They would have killed me for sure. I know some of them must have kids and be married, and I know that in their minds, they had to think like this was ludicrous. This is a ridiculous situation. Why not say, you know, be the good guy instead of playing along with the corrupt police character that we see across the nation now? Why not stand up for what's right and do the right thing and say, we made a mistake, we apologize, and leave? And, you know, I'd be a lot more understanding of that. It's still not okay that they're in my bedroom, but why not be the good cop that seems to be like a mythical thing these days?